where today we will be examining the Wild Tim on his adventures back to the top after his spinless time out and his P11 finish. The Australian accent's going absolutely nowhere. It's for an American man. Let's just carry on. Yeah, right, let's just carry on normally now. Welcome to the live stream for today. ITR round 2 tonight, with your championship leader Dion hoping to extend that advantage at the top of the table. Mel's with that P2 finish last time out, and the reserve for this season, Cosmic Bobo, as you know him, with a brilliant P3 in the end. Elias with the fastest lap last time out. He'll be hoping to fight back in this championship. Hello to everyone in the comments. P4 last time out for him. 13 points in the end of it. Davies as well, no points last time out. Dion with all 25, his race win from last time out in Bahrain. 18 people in this lobby so far. Should be filling up sometime soon. Rico in the end there. Last time out as well, but only 4 points. At least he got more points than his came out of the race in the end. What do you think of the MTLR race on Friday? I'll tell you what, it was an absolute cracking race. I am so happy now to be commentating for that league as well. They are just as good of a league as this one. Absolutely brilliant. If timing didn't spin. Still a fantastic race in MTLR, and we should now be getting going sometime soon. This time I was actually smart and I actually brought a drink with me. Wow. Who would have thought? The commentator's actually got some brain on him. So as I said, we should be getting going anytime soon, but that is not the case yet. We're still not getting going. I don't know when we're getting going. No one take my word for it, we are starting. 6 people in the stream. Welcome everyone who is in the stream so far. Should be a cracker out here tonight. As usual in Australia, with last time out being a very, very tight race. Will we see some change here tonight as we see everyone just unreadying? And Timon is the first. You got an award for it though, Timon. You did get an award from yours truly. So I wouldn't be too angry about that one. I would be happily claiming that award. I don't know when we're going, honestly. We could be going at any time. I think it will be now, though. Let's get to the action. Everyone, get ready. Get yourselves comfortable. Because it is time for qualifying here in Australia. Let's get ready to rumble, everyone. Because it sure is time for another brilliant race here in ITR. The usual absolute cracker. Get ready. As we see there, the first of many cars leaving the pit lane. Timon there is the second even to leave the pits. The first man was Stein. So we see two very quick drivers in the first two to leave the pit lane. Two drivers who can definitely contest. We will watch Stein's first lap, preferably from the wide shot. Let's get to it. And let's hope for another brilliant session here in ITR. Qualifying always an amazing way to start. Action everywhere you look. Position changes everywhere. That's qualifying for you. Stein there, cutting over the curb. That curb's going to get everyone. He has indeed invalidated his outlap. Stein doesn't. Sorry, not Stein. Timon doesn't. Stein has. Timon has not. So maybe Timon's had a bit of extra practice. I don't know. Maybe he knows the track a bit more. I'm not sure. But we will now go on board with Stein for his first lap. He's already run a bit over the curb there. That's not the way he wanted to start. He will still set that banker. Through at turn 3 there. Now into 4. Doesn't seem too quick right now through 5. Now charging down towards 6 and 7. Now here into 8 and 9. The corners that will no longer be corners very, very soon in real life F1. So you better get ready for that one. Stein here still putting in this lap. Will he avoid the invalidation? Yes, he will, but he runs over the curb and then invalidates. We'll go back now to Timon after Stein's invalidation. Seems strong there through the 10 and 11 chicane. Now blasting down towards turn 12. Can he get on the brakes nicely? Indeed he has. Not the worst exit there either for Timon. Through 13, just about not invalidated. I don't know how he's pulled that one off. Now into 14, and then finally turn 15 with a very neat line. The first man to set a lap. Where will the lap put him? Well, will the Barbie set? It's a 1:22.6 for Timon on that first run. Not at all a bad lap. We'll now go on board with Luke. It is Mizo, the next man to complete his lap. Where will his lap put him? We'll find out in about 2 seconds. Mies with a 1:26.0. Here comes Luke though. This has seemed like a very decent lap. It is P2 with that 1:23.8 from Luke. Decently strong run there from him. And Swifty. Great lap from Swifty. Setting the bar, but he's not set the bar high enough clearly, because Bus is now toppled him. A 1:22.0 for Bus. And only a 1:22.2 for Swifty. Joris has gone P5 in there, and Timon's lap is now pushed down to P3. That was Robin setting a 2-minute long lap time. Something tells me he hasn't prepared too much. Dion, the championship leader after round 1, set a time good enough for P2, a 1:22.1. Very strong for a circuit like Albert Park. Now we will go on board with Elias, the current P4 man in the championship. He's gone over the curb, but he does still keep going there as Rico goes P5 with his lap. Not at all a bad lap. Now here we go with Elias heading towards turn 10 and 11. Will he be able to slot it through like Timon did? Nicely over the first curb, not nicely over the second curb. Doesn't invalidate. He will still keep going on this banker lap. And Swifty goes back to pole with a 1:21.9. Unbelievably quick lap. Now back to Elias before he finishes his run in. Wide through there compared to Timon's run. Now into 14. And now through the last corner of turn 15. Where will this lap put him? Blasting towards the line. Can he challenge? It's a 4th place in the end. Very strong to say he did make mistakes on that lap. And that is a wide run off turn 1. I don't think he'll be happy with that. As Dion with a 1:21.7 puts himself pole for the meantime. Provisional pole, you could say. As now Stein is going to retry this time around. Where will this lap put him? We'll have to see. Mel's has set a lap good enough for P10 so far. Not the best from the man in second in this championship. As that there was Ghost setting a lap good enough for P4, and it's a P5. P4 it is for Ghost, a 1:22.1, only good enough for P4 now. That just proves how much the bar has been set in this session, as Stein sets a purple middle sector, doesn't invalidate either, he's gone over the curb as well. So I don't know how he's done that, because on his outlap that wasn't invalidation. Here he goes now into the final couple of corners. Here he comes into turn 13. Takes the similar line there to Mel's, was it? No, it was Elias. Now here comes Stein around the final few corners. Where will this lap put the current P6 in the championship man? It's P5 with a 1:22.18. Only 400 splitting Ghost and Stein. So he can definitely get another position there, maybe. Now Tim, the 2-time championship winner. Can he make it 3? He's going to be hoping so. He's going to get some slipstream here off of Brum. Will Brum hold him up? He cuts over the curb and will move out of the way. Tim will be happy with that though. He's got the slipstream he needs. He will be able now to blast down through these final few corners with that extra helping hand of slipstream. Now here comes Tim. 2 more corners to go. on his quick lap. And that there was Darkside with an amazing lap, setting him in P2, and Tim puts himself P3 following that. But Locks there, we'll call him Locks, that was a very, very fast lap. A very unexpected lap as well. As Swifty said, P2, yeah, Swifty, it's not P2 anymore, mate, it's P4 now. Father Greg, let's watch his lap. Bit of a drift on the exit there. Got a slow car in front of him, maybe a bit of slipstream here. A little bit of long range tow. Just about keeps it in between the white lines. He has already set a lap good for P15, only a 142.7 though. He'll be wanting to improve that. Here he goes now. Will he be able to put in a lap good enough for top 5, maybe top 10? It's a nice run, it's a bit of a slide on exit. Didn't go over the curb as much as you want to there. Will he be able to finish his lap strongly? Here comes Father Greg. Can he get into that top 10, somewhere where you really want to be around a circuit like Albert Park with not many overtaking zones unless you're risky? Bit of a wide run there through turn 14 as Bus takes back pole with a 121.68. Here comes Father Greg now to the line. This lap will put him P11 just outside that top 10. Amazing lap though from Bus, putting himself in prime position for the race tomorrow. Why am I saying tomorrow? It's not tomorrow, it's literally in 7 minutes the race. We watch Rico now end his run. This doesn't seem like a bad lap at all here from Rico. Can he challenge for a pole like he did last time out in Bahrain? Looks possible, it's P7 only. That looked quicker. And it is only 2 thousandths ahead of his teammate. Goodness me. Very close there between the two Alpha Tauris as they split the two Alpines. An Alpine sandwich there. Now Dion will start his lap. Strong start. Didn't seem to have made a mistake, and he is invalidated actually. As I say, didn't seem to have made a mistake. I think Rico is going to go again though. And he's going to invalidate. Swifty is also invalidated. Bus Boj though hasn't. He is pitting. Jacko's going to want to be setting a lap soon. Timon though, he's going again now. He's quicker than his previous lap. He's going to be hoping for a decent position here. In this qualifying, everyone's going to be hoping for decent positions, to be fair. Timon though, especially looking out for that decent position. He's run wide, and that will end his good lap there. Stein now, a man who you'd expect to be up there challenging, especially after Russia last season, where he was in that top 3 fight, and he held consistency as well for the rest of the season. Same as Mel's, the man currently in P15. Very surprising to see those two down there. Speaking of Mel's, wow! Bit of a voice crack there. That is an unbelievable time from Mel's. He's gone from the bottom of the timing charts to the top of the timing charts. As Robin there sets a time good enough for P15. That is an unbelievable time set there by Mel's. But he does have competition here, and that competition comes in the form of Dion, the man who had pole for a few minutes, then got taken away from him. He's going to be wanting it back now, through the middle sector. No mistakes there. He will continue at this lap. 5 minutes left in this session, with Mel's now on pole position. Swifty being knocked down to P6 after all of this. from P2 as well. Does look very strong though, Swifty. Unbelievable 10-11 there from Dion as Darkside does DNF from the session. I don't think that was on purpose. Looked like an incident. And now will Traffic hold up Dion? It's not exactly what he's going to want. It looks like it will. Traffic has held him. FP means they're not getting out of the way, and Dion will get a 5-place grid penalty for that contact there. That was very poor from Mies. Completely blocked Dion there on a lap that could well have been pole. That moment there could have affected who finishes on pole and who doesn't. Now here comes Luke around the final corner. This doesn't seem like a bad lap at all from Luke. Here he comes now, darting towards the line. It's P10 with a 122.4. Decently strong lap there from Luke. Elias now as well on his way, hoping for a higher position, especially to say he won a race last season. Currently P11 is Elias. And he will not be moving anywhere on that time around. Luke will be diving in this lap. Swifty though, he is on a fast lap here. Here he goes now through 10 and 11 is an invalidation for Swifty. Unlucky from him. Now Elias will pass him. Both drivers invalidating on that time around. They will still have one more chance though to push for a higher position. Father Greg here is on a fast lap. Will he be able to push himself up from P14 with that 1 second gap to catch up with? Maybe into the top 10 like we said last time. He doesn't seem awfully slow, Father Greg. He seems decently fast. But those sector times are dragging him down a bit. Here he comes now towards the line. It's a 123.2. It's faster, but it's not fast enough. Now the other contender for pole. Mel's in the pits right now. He will be going out for one more run surely soon. Dion in the pits. Got blocked. 5-place grid penalty. Not his fault. Understandably angry. Bus though has the chance to take home pole position here. The current man in P2 heading down to 90 miles an hour through turn 12 there, through 13, nice and quick. Will he hit that inside curve through 14? Yes he will. Misses the outside curve. Didn't seem like the best final run there, but that exit is going to be vital to him. Here he comes now, Bus towards the line. It's pole for Bus as we see it live on board with that final part of that lap. Good enough for P1 for Bus Boge, a 121.521, but there is still competition. There's still Tim on his quick lap right now. No he isn't. Tim will be warming himself up. Bus Boge retires from the session. He can't go for one more. He's probably wanted to pit there and then go for fresh rubber. Ghost Falcon though, he seems quick on this particular run. Could he be the surprise challenger that no one saw coming for this pole position? Could he push himself up the order a bit and into the 121s here? Not a bad run at all. Now through 15, misses the inside curb, misses the outside curb as well. He's got a huge chance here, Ghost, of causing an upset as time, and there goes P7. Here comes Ghost, down the straight. It's only P5. Looked quicker though. Very, very close between that top 7, top 8 really as well, because Timon is in that range. All under 121s. Very, very strong runs. Dion's going to push for pole, but he will not take it with that 5th place grid penalty, which maybe shouldn't have happened, but he did choose to barge into who was it now? Mies, who has now retired from the session. Now here he comes though, Dion. Still potential here for him to put in a challenge and maybe push himself higher. We know he's fast, but is he that fast? Tim retires from the session. He's had a crash on the exit of turn 11. It was going to happen to someone, and it is Tim, unfortunately, that we see crashing out of the session. Now Dion, the man who would have contended for pole if he didn't make that mistake of choosing violence. Where will this lap put him? It could still be pole, but it won't stand. Could this be the biggest mistake Dion's ever made? It is the biggest mistake Dion's ever made. Dion will be starting in P6 for this race. That was a huge mistake. That would have been pole. That could so easily have been pole. It's a fantastic lap, 2/10 up on Bus Boj. But he chose the violent way, and it wasn't the right way. And that will be it for your qualifying. So it will be, with penalties in place, Bus from Mels, from Darkside, from Ghost, from Dion, from Tim. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. From Dion, from Tim. From Stein behind him. Very, very tight there, as we see, between the top 11, really. Anyone can take this win. That's the beauty of this league. Even Jax, the man who proved pace last time out and then made the mistake, sending him out of the race. Mies will also start at the back, even though iDavies did not set a lap. So Dion dropping himself down from pole to P6. Tim only 1,000th of a second away from getting P5. But if I'm not mistaken, he will start in P7? Or he might... Wait, no, Tim will also move up. I'm stupid. Yeah, so Tim will start in P5 in the end, so he was just a slither away from P4 in the end. Very unlucky for Tim. A man who's proven himself many a time. But now here we go for the most valuable part of the entire session, obviously, because it doesn't reset, I don't think. To keep those tyres warm before the start of the Australian Grand Prix here. Here we go now for the most valuable part of the entire race, where it is lights out and away we go. It's a good start there from Darkside. He will move up there into P2, and he's in the wall. Darkside's in the barrier, and he's gone. Yeah, so Dion does start P6 with Tim in P5. In the end, Bus, the pole sitter. So things could all have gone the right way if Dion didn't make that mistake of choosing to crash into Mies, who will start P20. Here comes Bus now charging down towards the turn 10-11 chicane. Slipstream all the way here for Mels. Will he be able to get the overtake done on the exit? No, I'm joking, obviously. Yeah, joking. Oh, another one. weaving down towards turn 12. Here we go now towards the grid for the start of what could be a great race. I think will be a great race. Every race is a great race in ITR. It's not even a lie though, every single race brings action, every single race brings quality. And that's exactly what you want from a league. So then, what's going on? The grid's bugging. 3 lights, 4, 5 lights ahead of the drivers. And it's lights out and away we go here for the Australian Grand Prix. And very nice start from Mells. He pulls alongside Bus. Mells will go down the inside here. Can he take the lead? Mells takes the lead into turn 1. Darkside takes advantage as well. Darkside into P2. Into the wall there and Bus is round. Bus is out and behind them Timon also around. Bus will stay in the race just about there. Still side by side here at the front. Ghost going side by side with Dion, and we do have a safety car. Bus might have just been saved in the start of this race. Unbelievable race start, and it does end out with an Alfa Romeo 1 and 2. Unbelievable start to this race. As ever really, there's always an unbelievable start to this race. Just complimenting ITR as much as possible. I love the league. Honestly, I love commentating for these guys. Sorry for not mentioning anything. Oh wait, what? It was only a VSC? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry, guys. I thought it was a full safety car. I am stupid. I am stupid. So Darkside has taken the lead here off the end of that VSC. I think that really should have been a full safety car. There was debris everywhere after those two in spins. But now here comes Stein. Maybe down the inside of Elias. Will we see a dive? We will not see a dive. Dion currently in P3. After the opening exchanges, Stein, he's all over the back of Elias. Surely he's going to send it now. All the way around the outside. He gets the inside for 4. Elias defending for all his life. It's a slide there from Stein, and he will run wide. Elias will run him out of road in the end. But now here comes Swifty, in fact. Swifty's up to P6. He's doing very, very well so far, and we do have a second VSC. It's a VSC, okay? It's not a full safety car. Not like I thought last time, as Luke is out of the session. I don't know how none of these incidents are causing safety cars. Honestly, I thought I was at full course caution, and everyone would have to drop down to a walking pace behind the safety car, but that was not the case. And Alfa Romeo 1-2 still, though. The driver's just switched around for now. Elias has dived it in. Is there damage to that Alpine? I think there is. There is not. That is a scheduled pit stop. Bit of a crazy decision, I think, there. Maybe not the correct one. And Ghost gets a drive-through there. Maybe a good decision, though, from Elias. He will now lead the pits in P13. Wait, no, it's Ghost leaving the pits in P13, Elias in P11. Tim's dropped down the order. Have I missed what happened to Tim? Am I that stupid I've missed what's happened to Tim? Oh my goodness, I am genuinely so sorry, guys. Because I've kind of just messed up everything so far this race. Anyway, back to it. Dion gaining on Mel's. Mel's currently P2. Dion chasing him down now into turn 10 and 11. Better from Mel's, worse from Dion. Dion does gain the time though. He did corner cut as well. He had a bit of a look there, did Dion, and it was not a good enough look. Mel's will hold it for now, but Dion's gaining. Dion's gaining a whole lot here. Dion's got the consistency that Mel's doesn't, I think. I think that's definitely the case here. Dion has got a brilliant chance now. I believe DRS is open. DRS is open. Down towards turn 1. Here comes Dion. I don't think it's going to be now. I think it's going to be turn 4, turn 3, somewhere around that section. He will get this overtake done. It's a better exit there from Dion. Here he comes now towards turn 3. Goes to the outside of Mel's. Can he pull the overtake off? Mel's fighting hard. Pushes Dion off the circuit. Dion has to drop back for now. Swifty and Stein also having a nice bite there. A fight. Father Greg and Rico also behind them having a fight with each other. Tim has dived it into the pits. I think he has been damaged in some way or another. Bus there, the current P13 man, sets the fastest lap of the race. You expect that though from someone on those fresh softs. Yeah, I was actually bang on there. It is fresh softs. But still, that pace is proving. But now, look who's dropped back. It is Darkside. Here comes its teammate Mel's. Can Mel's pull off an overtake on his teammate? Darkside doesn't fight it. Swifty's out. And we do have another. It's a third VSC. There's so many VSCs in this one. It's a third virtual safety car. And you can see exactly where Swifty's lost it. It's the exit of turn 11. It's going to happen to so many people. Swifty, I feel for you. Because that you are not going to be the only one that happens to. It's a double stack for Alfa Romeo. A poor decision. And both Alphas are in for a stop. And it's a front wing change. Mel's has just had his race ruined. Now out he goes. But it's only going to be P10. For Mel's. Maybe not even that. Maybe even P11 here. Here comes Jax now, blasting down the main straight. Can he get him? No, not quite. Now though, we see Jacko and Brum up there in the top 5. Jacko maybe you'd expect. You've never seen Brum though. We've never seen him. And clearly, he's a decently fast driver because he is up there. But Mel's now out of this battle, really. He's got 6 seconds on it to gain on his teammate here. I don't think that's going to happen. 3-second penalty there for Tim, as that there is Mies with his spin. I don't actually know which section that's in. No, that is going towards 10 and 11, so he's lost it on exit. As there, Mills will also get past him. But who is faster out of the Alfa Romeos? That's a question. That is not got an answer yet. Mies is around again. And he's lost his front wing on this occasion. Tried pushing it way too hard there. And that will not work in this situation as Jacko, 5-lap-old mediums. And he's dived it in with no damage. It doesn't look like anyway, unless it's non-visual. In which case it's a bit stupid, isn't it? Rico, I think a man who could definitely fight for a championship this season if he races hard enough. Currently up in P3 on medium tyres. Yeah, Swifty, mate, I feel for you, because that is a painful crash for anyone who endures it. Meanwhile though, Jax is keeping up with Mel's. Jax could maybe get past Mel's here at the next opportunity. He's looking very, very close to the back of him as Tim sets the fastest lap of the race there. But back to this battle between Rico and Father Greg. Rico's just about in that DRS range. He's going to be able to gain some time in a straight line. But Elias now as well behind them, gaining a lot of time on Brum. Here comes Elias. Can he get past Brum? Nice and easily in a straight line for Elias. As now Rico gaining time here on Father Greg. Is there potential in the straight line? I don't think not in this one anyway. Brum though holding it with Elias. Can Brum get Elias back? There's definite potential. As he's run wide, definitely not now. Stein with a good chance though. Stein, he's known for his straight line speed in this league. Here he comes now to the inside. He's got a good opportunity down towards turn 1. He will go for it. He will go side by side. They will push each other all the way. Here comes Stein though back at him. He's not going to be close enough. Darkside has now caught this fight as well. Mel's is not catching this fight, and this is why, because he's in a side-by-side battle with Jax. And now here comes Bus Boj, another man who was in this race fight at one point, and now he's through. So can Bus still here win this race? Is this just the fresh softs pulling through for him, or is Bus in serious contention for this race again? As Darkside there, pulling off an overtake on Stein, and now he is right behind Brum. Can he maybe get him on the rundown towards turn 10 and 11? It's a bit of a risky place to go for it, and he won't risk it. But it's a bit of a further inside run there from Brum, and he will get the worst exit, and very, very close to contact here by the two newbies. Here comes Darkside, easy overtake. Stein also Stein will follow him through. Brum there losing 2 places at once. Mel's, can he gain that position back on Bus? I don't think it's going to be yet. Meanwhile, further front, Rico getting close there to Father Greg again. He's gaining time as we do see FP Mies retire in the middle of the circuit, it looks like. And there, that is the first full safety car. And that one isn't a virtual. I can tell you that. That is definitely not a PSC. We do have the safety car out in the Australian Grand Prix in Season 2. Tell you what, this is a dream come true for people like Mel's, who looked out of this race and now could be back in it. There, the pit stops come. Now then, Dion will lead from Father Greg, from Rico. No, not from Father Greg, from Darkside. Darkside's really pulled himself back around in this race. Can Mel's get these two in the pits? Yes, he can. So Elias and Brum will drop behind Mel's just about. Mel's though still nowhere near where he wants to be. He'd prefer right now to be P3, but because of his teammate holding him up in the pits, because of them both pitting at the exact same time, look at where he is now. In P6. But it's Mel's. And that's all I can say. It's Mel's. The two drivers nearly looking like getting lapped here. Davies. He was quick at the end of last season. This season, Australia really not doing him well, because I remember his Australia run last time out in ITR. Don't know, I'm just spectating Davies. Not much change in the order after the pit stop phase. Obviously people dropping down and up. Dropping up. Yep, dropping up. People will definitely be doing that. Safety car will be in the slap though. I don't think that Robin will catch the safety car queue here. Oh, Stein! Goodness me. Didn't do what I did in Hungary. That's what I'm going to say. I DNF'd by leaving. It was pain. Now then. Safety car. It will say in the top of the screen. 3, 2, 1. Is the safety car in this lap? We'll find out. Not now, apparently. Lap. Psych. Now. No. When does it get called in? Is there still one more lap of this? There is. Another bleating lap of safety car. And this will be it then, for the safety car queue. Then we can officially get racing again. Here. Now it should be time to go racing again. We'll go back to the outer shot. We'll go to the middle of the pack because usually that is about the best angle. Weaving down towards 10 and 11. There's the call. Safety car will dive into the pit lane on this time around. Number 24 car of Dion will lead the way off this restart on fresh mediums. Looking most likely to win, but I like the chances of someone called Elias here and maybe a Jax. And Darkside even, because he has proven pace so far this race. I gotta say, I like his speed. He is really showing people that he can be fast. And now weaving once again down into turn 14, and now we see Dion slowing up the field, and he actually bolts early. Dion there really bolts early, and he catches out Darkside. That's exactly what he wanted to do there. Stein getting closer now to Darkside as well. Will there be any overtakes in a straight line here? Doesn't look like anyone is close enough to go for any dives. Nothing quite yet. Here comes Rico though on Father Greg. He is going to go for one. The first overtake of the safety car restart. And it should happen now. Rico gets the move done on Father Greg with those hard tyres. Elias and Mel's going side by side. So that's not Elias and Mel's, that's Elias and Father Greg. Elias gets through in the end. Already gaining those places. Father Greg on those hards really proving no speed whatsoever. As now we do see Mel's gaining heavy time on him with a better exit there as well, and that will be quite a simple overtake for him. Heading down towards 10 and 11. Now will Father Greg run wide? He's going to go over the curb actually, and then he's going to take a nice-ish line there, to be fair. So he's on mediums. Sorry, the hards even. This is either Darkside, Elias though, and Rico even. Rico's pace looking alright right now. There could be anyone winning this race. It's still all up in the air. Whoever can win this race, fair play to them, because it could be any of them. Every single driver proving pace today. I've got to say, it's not been the most incredible race, action-wise, but like, you can tell now the overtakes are coming in. Father Greg really dropping back, and Mel's has had an incident. Mel's has nearly spun it into the wall there. Mel's is going to drop back heavily. Not at all what he wants to say. He is currently P2 in the Drivers' Championship, and Rico and Stein going side by side. Now Elias and Stein. Stein really dropping back here. Still side by side between these two. Being squeezed very hard there is Elias. He will hold it through though. Stein is going to fight it. Not enough from Stein. But there over the curb goes Elias, and they're into each other. There was contact there between Elias and Stein. I don't think it was Elias's fault though. It looked like just a drift wide. And that is very close there to Darkside going around. He's going to lose so much time there to Dion. Now Elias with a chance. Heading down maybe towards turn 1. Stein's losing it grip here on the 8-lap-old mediums. I think it's about time for him to pit. He is really losing out here on those medium tyres. A bit of a clip on the grass there for Elias heading into turn 14, and then through turn 15 it's a much better exit from Elias. DRS enabled on this lap. Elias isn't going to need it. Down towards turn 1. Here we go. Elias will pull off the move on those fresh soft tyres, and up into P4 he goes. Now, could we see the change in leader? Because I think we've got one coming soon. And I gotta say, I think it will be Rico to take it. Look at the pace he's got right now. Maybe a bit slow through there, but still incredible pace right now. Father Greg here really holding up Mel's. Mel's is completely out of this race now. That will be it, I'm sure, for his hopes of high points. Rico, they're really gaining time there on Darkside. Is that another drift for Darkside on those 9-lap-old softs? I wouldn't be surprised. He's not had a slide through turn 10 and 11. But look at the time he's losing. Rico is surely going to catch him here. On fresher soft tyres. There's going to be a huge opportunity opening up. Maybe in the next 2 or 3 laps. As Mel's there has finally got past Father Greg. And that will be Ghost following him through. Tim not too far behind these few drivers. Jax also there close to Stein. Can Jax get a move on Stein done soon? Gotta say there's a lot of potential. Stein seems to be running the exact same idea as last race. Which did work for him, to be fair. It really did work. In fact, there was a wider run from Elias. Rico gaining time on the old softs of Darkside. It's just a matter of when here. Meanwhile, though, side by side between Brum and Davies, contact between them. Davies pulls off the overtake around the outside. Brum there, slow, as now here comes Joris. Nothing to be pulled off there. Darkside with another poor exit. Rico gains so much time through this section of track. Dion seems to be running away with it right now. Rico gains time once again. A bit of a loss through the fast left-right. But now here comes Stein actually back at Elias. Potential for a diver on the outside. He's not going to go for it. Probably the smarter of the moves there to not dance around the outside of Elias in that situation. Although I like the chances of a 3 wide moment here. They seem the perfect distance away from each other to cause a 3 wide, and it won't happen this time around. But they are so close to each other, these three. 3 of the old timers. Here they all go. Will any of them pull off an overtake as Jacko that gets a penalty? Very close there, Stein. He's going to go for a switchback, I think. He's not going to pull it off. Jax is literally so close to the rear of that Alpha Tauri. And they have not somehow collided with each other. Jacko there pulling off an overtake further back on Father Greg, who has really dropped down the order on those hard tyres. Although he will be able to go a very long way in this race. Rico gaining again on Darkside. 11 laps of old softs here. A massive chance surely coming up here for Rico. It's not yet though, because he's lost time there. Huge loss of time. Here comes Jax on Stein. Jax is closer to Stein than Stein is to Elias. Stein might have to pit in the next few laps as Joris there gets a penalty in P14. Currently he is. Here they come now, heading towards the main straight once again. Elias, Stein and Jax, so close to each other, literally nose to tail here. Huge chance though, I think here for Jax, if anyone, to get this overtake done. He's closing in still on Stein, and he will not pull off the overtake. He'll smartly back off, maybe not smartly enough though, because here now, with a huge chance, down towards turn 3. Here comes Stein. He's not going to go for anything stupid. And with the man in front of him, I'm surprised he hasn't. And it's Tim. He's lost a few positions there. Has he got damage? Indeed, he does. I don't know how I saw that, honestly. I've got some insane vision. Meanwhile though, Stein gaining time on Elias. Jax gaining time on Stein. Very tight racing between these few, as that there is Brum in the background, I think spinning or having a bit of something, some sort of incident, as now Jax and Stein nearly going side by side into this section of circuit, this twisty tight section of circuit. Jax though, he's going to gain time on Elias. Will it be enough? Not this time around, but I think he's definitely going to be close enough on the main straight. Will he be able to get this overtake done in the next lap? I think he definitely can. Brum there with a 3-second penalty in the background. We'll have a look now at the penalties of everyone. 3 seconds for Jax only. Speaking of Jax, here he comes now. Big opportunity down towards turn 1. He's going to take that opportunity, I think. He's not going to go for it, actually. As Rico there gets a penalty himself. Poor exit from Elias. Big chance now for Jax. with the slipstream down towards turn 3, and it will be a very simple manoeuvre from Jax. Meanwhile, in the background there, Davies with the overtake on Jacko. Now here comes Father Greg on Jacko as well. Father Greg to the outside. He will get that move done nicely, but it's not over yet. Jacko fights one back. Father Greg has to give up the position. Jacko gets that place back again. Now then, these three still close as ever, holding it in each other's slipstream, as Darkside there with the time penalty as well on those old softs. I think his race will be over. He is not looking quick at all right now. Look how close they all are though in this middle pack still. Elias seems to be dropping back now into Stein, but now with the DRS he might be able to gain back at Jax, which he doesn't really need to do, but he might do it anyway. These three really the cause of action right now. Rico in front of them as well, trying his hardest here to get that position and that overtake done on Darkside. Will it be now? Definitely not. Way too far back for him. Elias though gaining time heavily on Jax. Maybe Elias has got better straight line speed, which will definitely help him now into this next section of track if he didn't make that mistake. He's made an error there, Jax. Not Jax, Elias. That's literally the first mistake I've made all race. I'm actually quite proud of myself for that. Anyway, back to the action. These drivers now seem to be gaining on each other. We could see a 5-way battle for P2. That would be fantastic to watch. And I think there is definite chance of it happening. Here they go now. A large group of cars, all ready to challenge each other. Jax gaining time, but he has also just got another penalty there. Bus also gaining time on this fight. Ghost is literally just behind Bus. Stein, can he get Elias? No, definitely not yet. But there's a big mistake there from Darkside. He had a bit of a drift. He is on 13 lap old softs now, and surely it's time to go into the pits. Maybe not for him, but it is for Rico. Maybe Rico's undercutting here. I think that is the plan from him, to go into another set of soft tires now and take his time and take them to the end of the race. It is another set of fresh softs for Rico, but now these drivers still closing in on each other heavily. I think Rico's undercut here will definitely pay out for him because of the old softs from all of these drivers now. The old tyres from everyone other than him and Tim now. The only problem is his time penalty, but it still should be a podium here for Rico, I think. Elias there with the penalty as well. Dion is really just driving away now at this point. He's really taken advantage, and he's got away. Clearly, as now Darkside dropping back into Jax heavily here. Jax has got a big opportunity on his way as they head now into turn 12, the next corner. Here comes Jax. Can he get the overtake done yet? Not quite. Will these four bring some epic battling for the rest of the race? Quite. No, anyone could come out on top of this fight. And guess who's gaining? These two. Bus and Ghost. Both gaining time. And that is the first man of this fight into the pits there. Or the second man, should I say. It is Stein, who is the second man. But now, here comes Jax, really hounding Darkside here. He's going to get the switch back. It's not going to be quite enough. Here comes Jax now down towards turn 3. Round the outside he goes. Darkside will give up the place. Jax moves himself up there into P2. But that is 9 seconds worth of penalties now with that wide run. I don't think that was his fault. Davies with the incident there. Bit of a spin it looked like. Now Elias has Darkside in front of him. Will Darkside take those softs to the end? If he can, that's an unbelievable drive from him. As Joris there is around Rico back up into the points now. Into P9 for Rico. For now, anyway. Darkside though, still close to Jax, still within that DRS range of Jax, which is exactly where he needs to be really. Bit of a wide run from Jax there. Something just tells me here, I can see where this race is going, and it's not going in the favour of Jax. He's going to drop back now, I think. And now, guess who's here? Guess who has joined the party? Bus and Ghost. They just carry each other along, and that's all they really needed to do. Yellow flags there for the Ferrari of Joris. Now, here they come once again. Bus dropping back a bit there as Jacko dives one into the pit lane. Rico up into P8 now. He's going to be wanting that P2, and I think it is going to come to him with Elias now getting that penalty. The only two contenders for that P2 are Bus and Ghost, but I think they will be too far back from him. As we see there Brum around Tim in P14 after the championship last season. The way things have changed in this league is unbelievable, and now surely we will see Darkside pitting, Jax, Elias, maybe Bus and maybe Ghost, unless they are going to the end, in which case I wouldn't blame them. Poor run there from Elias, big chance for Bus. Here he comes now to the outside for turn 12. He'll take. Will he get the overtake done? Will he have the overspeed? He's going to go for the switchback. It's going to work out perfectly for him. Here he comes now, Bus. Still got his nose in there. Still fighting past. Still side by side. Elias slams the door for now. And there is Ghost as well, putting his nose in. Elias will dive it into the pit lane. Ghost's going to go for the switchback on Bus. Can he get the overtake done? I don't think it will be quite yet, but a great bit of battling there between those three. Bit of side-by-side action, which is exactly what you want to see. Bus, though, with that double dose of DRS, he's just about going to stay ahead of Ghost. Looked like he went for it then. Rico, though, he's caught Father Greg once again on those 14-lap-old hards. That hard strategy might have actually helped Father Greg here, because there is still 2 more drivers to pit, and he is currently in P6. This could end up in a nice P4, maybe a P3, if he holds up Rico, which I don't think will be the case because of those old hards. But he could. He really could. There needs to be some sort of incident now for this race to take a turn. I don't think there will be. Rico will go nicely and easily down the inside on Father Greg. Now he has 13 seconds to the guys he wants to catch. On fresh soft, it's possible, and now Brum is out. Literally, as I said, we need an incident here for something to happen. I don't think it's going to cause a safety car, though. It's not. We needed one there. Honestly, we needed one there. Now here comes Rico. He's got a chance, as now Darkside is going to drop behind Bus. Bus is going to cut the corner though. Bus gets the penalty. Ghost also got a penalty. This is all of a sudden back in Rico's hands. Now here comes Stein. Should be quite an easy overtake. It will be an easy overtake. Now back to this battle at the front. Ghost going back down the inside. Here comes Ghost. Still side by side between Ghost and Bus. This is not what Bus wanted. Still side by side between these two. Wide run there from Bus. Ghost's going to go down the inside. Stein, meanwhile, gets past his teammate. Big move for Stein in this race. Elias is P9. Elias is not anywhere near these lot right now anyway. Surely though there has to be pit stops here from Darkside and Jax. Darkside's tyres, look at that right front. Look at that right front tyre. It's shredding. It is going to pop surely soon. I'm so shocked he's brought these tyres for 19 laps from lap 6 to lap 26. That is an unbelievable stint from Darkside. But he's still going. I'm sure he's going to carry on to the end now. He's just going to play the defensive game, and it's going to work here, I think. Now we could go 3 wide into turn 1. I don't think we will, but there's still potential. Actually, no, we will. We will go 3 wide now into turn 1. It will be Ghost that comes out on top here. Bus is going to... He's not actually going to get the overtake done. Jax has just been given freedom here to just drive off into the distance, it seems. Stein now, though, is really gaining on this fight as well. Stein wants that. Stein needs that right now. As there we go to the onboard of Darkseid, the man currently under a lot of pressure, and surely he's not going for it. I don't know what this game is here from Bus. He surely needs to go for this overtake, and it needs to be soon, and it's gonna be now. He's finally gonna take the chance. Darkseid, though, really poor through there. Still pushing him. Darkseid, that is poor. And it is now given Bus no front wing. 12 seconds worth of penalties for Jax. That is extremely poor and very unlucky for him. Stein, though, is going to have a free overtake for 1 on Bus. And for 2 is going to have a whole lot of pace in this final part of the race. His teammate Rico has actually made the worst strategical decision here. Elias and Melz, the 2 men who could have won this race, still going side by side there, and Melz will have to back out of it eventually. Stein will get past Bus, and Bus gets a penalty. I'm sure that's out of frustration, and I don't blame him for being frustrated. That's going to be very annoying for him. It's now Stein, 5.5 seconds, Bus is out. Bus is retired in the pit lane. Fair play to him. He had nothing to do there. He couldn't have fought much more. Jacko will obviously get past Bus. 2 more laps of this race to go. And not very eventful race. We've seen the battle at the front. Still a fun one to watch though, because of that fighting. There has been battles, they've just been individual, and not many of them have lasted. But now look at Jax and Ghost, because they've gained. Well, Ghost's gained on Jax because of the fresher mediums. You can still see the degrading, but if you look at the tyres on Darkseid, you'd think surely those tyres are gone. Those tyres are literally about 3 seconds away from popping. And you'd be right, those tyres should have been gone about 20 laps ago. But it is not the case. He's still going on them. As now Jax is going to try and fight back for that place on Ghost. I don't think it's worth fighting for though. As now Stein is going to catch Darkseid quite easily. But he's still hanging them out there. I think it's a very risky play that has a consequence, but in this case, it also has a positive side. Because this race could end up in a P5 or a P4, potentially still for Darkseid. I think it will be P5 though, because of the time gained here from Stein. Unbelievable pace from him. Compared to Darkseid, the man on those 20 or so lap old softs. I think it's 22 lap old softs, and he is now going to hold up Stein, and now surely he's going to have to let him through. He's not going to though. Hold on a minute, we could see side by side here through 10 and 11. We don't, but very nearly we did. Still in DRS though is Darkseid, should I say. And now Jax heading on to the final lap. The first man to finish this race will be Robin Gaming Wolf. Here comes Robin Gaming Wolf now around the final corner to take victory here. Oh, Darkseid and Rico. Darkseid's pitted on the final lap. Why is Darkseid pitted on the final lap? I don't know. But Robin Gaming will actually have 1 more lap. I'm stupid. Doesn't matter. Back to Elias and Melz though. Elias with 6 seconds of penalties, it won't matter whatsoever. But they are still close. Dion though, let's just focus on him for the end of this race. It doesn't look like there's going to be any more outstanding battles. But Dion, 10-second lead, his 2nd win of the campaign. I said anyone could win it, and I was right. Anyone can win it. From P6, after a massive mistake, he took pole. But with the 5th place grid drop, I was sceptical. that he'd do well, especially in a race like this. But as you can see, it's domination here in the streets of Melbourne. And it will be Dion now to round the final corner, weave across the line and take victory in the streets of Melbourne. Goes now around the final corner for P2 in this race. A very strong drive from him tonight. Jax will cross the line in P3, but it will be Stein in the end that will take P3, and Rico crosses the line and will take P4 away from Jax as well. Mells will also take both of them, and Mells will finish P4 in the end. I didn't expect that. Elias drops to P8. Father Greg just goes ahead of him. Darkside pitting on the final lap. The biggest mistake of his life. He could have held it, I think. But he will finish in P9 here, with Jacko just behind him P10. And then Davies, Tim and Joris will finish off this race. But still Tim in P12 is unbelievable. P11 and P12 to start off this season for Tim. Wow. Now Joris will round the final few corners and take home P13. Without Buss's retirement, without Swifty's retirement, without Timon's retirement. We got some donuts here on the final lap. Last lap donuts here from Joris. Gotta respect it. He will now cross the line. And do some more donuts before crossing the line. DRS disabled, surprisingly. You think the race is kind of over, you know. Without Buss's retirement, which we all saw. We all saw he got squeezed awfully into the wall. Didn't clip it, but it is there on the YouTube for anyone to see. That will be it for Australia, mate. Gonna go back to the Australian accent to finish off the race. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, as now we watch our podium. We've got Dion in P1, we got Ghost Falcon in P2, and that there is Stein in P3. Fantastic race there for you Aussies. 2 Dutchies on the podium, 1 Slovenian on the podium. Starting to go American again. And I'll go back to that Aussie accent. That nice, soothing Daniel Ricciardo accent. And that will be it for the session. I don't know why I did that. That's going to get used against me so much. I did it at the start and the end. That will be it for this great race. I'm not sure whether I could really say great though. I'll be honest with you. ITR, I have high expectations, and that didn't reach them. This league usually does though, trust me. This league has brilliant racing, it's just that time. Today in Australia was not like last season, where we had Cristiano and Michael going side by side every single corner, battling each other away for the lead. An amazing race last time out. This time for race 2 though, didn't hit the same. Let's hope for a bit of a revival as we head into round 3 of this championship.